Okay, we are entering the most male-dominated industry you could possibly be in. Not just sales, but decriminalized sales. And that's okay. I've got you. When I first started out doing door-to-door specifically, I was in a sea of men. I felt like the only female. I often felt like I wanted to quit because I felt like I had no support that could relate to me. A lot of my support when I did receive it was coming from men, and men sell very differently than women sell. During that period of time, I felt like I had two decisions that I could make. I could quit and move on to something else, or I could stick it out and build out an infrastructure informed by the experience I was having. And that's what I did. That's what I typically do in every situation. I use it as school to inform how I'm going to independently create an infrastructure that is tailored and fits my needs and the needs of those who can relate to me. So now we're gonna talk about how to sell like a female and fucking crush it and dominate the industry that we are in, which is decriminalized sales. I wanna show you how to weaponize your femininity and use it as a weapon rather than a hindrance. Why? So that you guys can be the best at selling what you want to sell. Because I'm gonna tell you straight up, as a woman, you are going to be underestimated from the moment that you walk into the door. But you have so much power and capability to dominate over the men in your industry. Because you're a female, people are gonna wanna naturally open up to you a lot more than, let's say, a man that's on the other end of the phone call. Men sell quickly. They are given credibility the moment they open the door. But they depend on speed. That is one of their main tactics of selling. Fast, hard, in and out. They're not really given a lot of space for grace because they already are given so much credibility at the door. But that can be really off-putting, honestly, if you have noticed out in the real world or in your personal life or professionally, if you've noticed that speed is actually quite off-putting in certain frames of reference or a certain context or with certain people, it's nothing we need to worry about. As a woman, when you walk in the door, yes, you have a little bit less credibility because of this predisposition. So you're going to need to be quick with, I know what the fuck I'm talking about attitude, which is where we call in that alter ego that we spoke about earlier. You need to be in the persona of, I'm the expert, I know what I'm talking about, listen to me. That's fine. Once you bring that type of energy to the room or to the phone call, then you can really employ the biggest advantage you have when selling as a woman, which is your ability to empathize, your ability to create empathy in the container of communication. That's when you can employ question-based selling in order to have people start to open up to you. And what happens when people open up to you? They tell you their problems. And what is sales? Sales is problems and solutions. Decriminalized sales is even deeper because we're providing products that provide natural, holistic, mind-altering, potentially habit-changing, habit-forming solutions. So you being able to empathize with the person that you're speaking to is super important. And the fact that you have a natural predisposition for that as a woman makes you incredibly important and valuable as a salesperson when selling these decriminalized products. Selling like a woman is so important in this industry, and knowing how to do it in the correct fashion is going to allow you to print cash within this business, within any business. Less than 5% of sales reps in marijuana, in hemp, in tobacco, in the decriminalized space are women. I don't know why, it doesn't make a lot of sense to me, but I'm here to kick the door down and bring you all with me. Women inside of decriminalized sales should fucking crush it. There's a huge, huge opportunity for trained female sales reps in this industry. So as you go through this academy, as you go through this portal, as you get deployed into smoke shops and into cold, hot, and warm leads, this is gonna put you on a path towards success. Decriminalized sales is a revolutionary industry, and I'm really excited that we all get to be a part of this process in this industry together.